brother. No.
It's a parade of former NBA players here to greet Zeke. Williams, the High Sox.
Yeah.
You guys drafted Marcus Camby, 2nd overall back in 1996. Xavier Tillman, by the way, with the puck. Santi Aldama gives it up. LaRavia, his first attempt, and it's good at the buzzer. There's Xavier Tillman Sr. Preston got a hand on Zaire Williams' shot. Back to Tillman. Uses that body, and Preston got to that. There, his 2nd bucket. 7-5 here early on.
Players coming in now with long wingspan, you know, and they want good perimeter defenders. You know, Lawrence Frank now in the front office, former Indiana grad. You know, their basketball understanding, their basketball, you know, the Toronto Raptors. Jerry West was the first person that I reached out to. The second person I reached out to was Jerry Krause was doing my early days in terms of putting together a team in Toronto.
Brandon Boston was to really contend, and they're not that far away.
They're not that far away at all, and as a matter of fact, hey, if Ja Morant doesn't get hurt. Yeah, the Grizzlies did.
The Grizzlies did?
Yes.
I knew what I meant. I don't know what I said. Moon inside. Good look to Scrub. Scrub can't connect. Perry uses that big body, got a hand on it. Moon took a try. Finally, Perry up and in. Over.
So we got a high screening roll coming.
Moon turns the corner. What do you think you can build on based on that experience?
I mean, there's nothing like the word you just said, experience. I think just each year, individually, collectively, our guys. I always say I'm the first person to raise their hand and say, I don't have all the answers.
Yeah.
So let's build this together. At the end of the day, as a head coach, you got a lot of decisions you got to make. Have confidence in that.
In terms of things to work on, Zaire Williams has the ball in his hands a little more in Salt Lake City and here in Vegas as well. What are you hoping to develop there?
This is the best time. All that individual stuff you've been doing the last month or two, let's put it in a 5-on-5 setting, a competitive environment that hopefully next season you just grow confident.
And people think OKC is going to be down. I don't know. I think Chet is the real deal.
Yeah.
I mean, the execution offensively and defensively for the Clippers has been outstanding. You know, ball movement, both sides of the floor.
Gets it back. Underneath, Diabate. Over the top of Aldama. And the Clippers got to be happy with what they're seeing out of Moussa Diabate in his first pro setting. 9 unanswered points now for LA. Here before halftime. Screen from Diabate. DeVoe, cross court. Brantley. Execution. Jason Preston has it. Where's number 17 to the corner? And it's Jay Scrub who beat the buzzer.
Great defensive pressure. Good talking and communicating.
Here's Chandler, another shot, and they'll throw it down. A much-needed bucket and maybe a spark here in the third.
Well, they need some defensive intensity. However, that's not.
Brantley will try another 3, his second of the third quarter. Chandler ran into Preston, who was vertical enough to avoid.
Uber.
I don't think at 14 you can use Uber, can you? Good young players on that roster. Here's Roddy to the rim. Gets his own miss up and in, and David Roddy.
This is what I like about Memphis. You know, they look at basketball players and they look at athletes, right? And they're not.
Here's the rookie Jake LaRavia. Hit a couple of threes early on in this game. It's been pretty quiet since. Roddy, the fadeaway.
How much do you miss being out there?
I love the game. Like, when you take the money and all that fame away and all that other stuff, I just love the hoop.
Way to go. Down by 19, but different level of energy out of that timeout. You know, it's interesting what caught my ear. 57% shooting at 44% from 3. Final seconds, Kenneth Lofton Jr. Great look. It was a little bit, but they had a dozen in that first half. It's really hurt them. Kenneth Lofton Jr.
You get to their second and third options, offensively. I mean, that ball has moved from side to side several times in this one possession.
After coming out of Mississippi State as the SEC's co-player of the year. Lofted, another dunk here in the fourth.
It's like, if you're going to leave me open under the basket all the time, I will dunk it.
Perry sizes up a three. And they've cleaned up the turnovers a little bit, but they've had a dozen in that first half. It's really hurt them. Kenneth Lofton Jr.
Offensively, I mean, that ball has moved from side to side several times in this one possession. And that's unusual in the Summer League game.
After coming out of Mississippi State as the SEC's co-player of the year. Lofted, another dunk for the big fella here in the fourth.
It's like, if you're going to leave me open under the basket all the time, I will dunk it.
Perry sizes up a three. Here's Lofton.
Nice.
Heads it to the three-point line and the finish at the rim. Kenneth Lofton Jr. Lazy pass by DeVoe. Lofton will get another dunk.
Get up, get up.
Matthias into Lofton.
Well, he's the only one that's playing well for them now.
Moving Diabate, a little well-placed elbow, great footwork, and he comes out the other side with. Here's Segu. Stolen by DeVoe, an easy layup. A little too much dribbling for Segu. Right back to Brantley. Clippers about 2 minutes, 20 seconds away from the Summer League win as Brantley finishes with the right hand. Aluma, the 1-foot runner will fall for him. Keve Aluma. Clippers.
That's the end of tonight's ball game. Their final score, the Los Angeles Clippers, 94. The Memphis Grizzlies,